Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Vault Hunters. As always, I am Dor, and today we are going to be starting off with a copious, rich, plentiful crystals. So in between episodes, with all of the 500 catalysts that we had built up, I was able to put together a decent catalyst crystal here. So we have all three of the ore modifiers. We have an extra 5 minutes in the vault. We also have personal space. I was aiming for silent, but I couldn't get it to roll, so we don't have that. We do have personal space though, and we also have Phoenix, so there's no risk of us dying, and we're gonna try and take advantage of this crystal. So what I want to do with that is put a couple of the runes that we have onto it. We're not going to put all of them because we're only going to have an extra 5, so I think we're going to have like 32 minutes. So I would like to put maybe 1 or 2 of these crystal caves on it, maybe 1, because I then want to take the rune from our, is it Gordon I think has it? Yeah, I want to take this one. We have 1 mine room. So I would like to put that on that copious crystal, and hopefully we actually come across that mine room, because if we do, then that's going to be a ton of ore, and we can hopefully get the last remaining bits of opal that we need to complete the other omega thing. We're at 105 right now, so all we need is 219 to go, and we can craft that secondary one. If we can get enough to craft both of the ones we need, even though we don't have the table thing unlocked yet, that would be really great. But before we start running anything, let me woo-tax all of the armor that I enchanted. So I didn't take everything from the barrel. I took a full set of armor. Some of these are tier 2, or 2 of these are tier 2. Everything else is either omega, I believe. Yeah. And then I'm also going to do all the idols as well. We have all 3 of those are tier 2, so they could roll something good. But anyways, let's see. The helmet only has armor toughness and knockback resistance. It has 4 modifiers on it, so let's see what we get. We got another level of knockback resistance. We got 450 durability, we got 1% resistance and 1% luck. So that's great. I also forgot to mention last episode, but we did have a chest piece on that has 1 luck on it as well. So that's going to come in handy later on in today's episode, because I also want to try and run a treasure key run here. So let's do the chest piece. It has armor toughness and cooldown reduction. Oh, I actually need levels. I thought I had a bunch of levels, but I don't. Let me get levels real quick. All right, that's much better. Let's see. We had armor toughness and cooldown reduction, so we just rolled another armor toughness, 5% parry, 10% chest rarity, and soulbound. What is that, like normal chest? Or does that mean like the chest piece? I'm going to say that means like the chest while we're looting, so that's cool. Is that what we want to actually be getting instead of luck? I think both of those are fairly good for like a luck run, so that's really shaping up good. Next up here are the pants, and all they have on them is armor 1. So let's see, we got another thing of armor. We got 3 health and 3 resistance, so those are actually kind of decent pants. The boots only have armor toughness and durability. Let's see what we get. We got a knockback resistance, we got an armor roll, we got cooldown reduction, parry, and soulbound, right? Because we had armor toughness and durability. So yeah, that's also fairly decent. We didn't get any luck thing, but these 2 right here are, I think, fairly good, right? Anyways, let's move on over to the idols here. All of them are tier 2s. This one has 1100 durability, 7 health. That's really nice. And we just rolled poison immunity and withering cloud 2, as well as reach. So that's nice. This Tenos altar only has 7 health. So we rolled attack speed, durability, poison immunity, and withering cloud as well. I feel like that's almost the same thing we just rolled for the other one. Weird. Anyways, let's move on over to the Idana idol here. We have 6% parry and poison immunity. We have 4 levels into that. So we got 1 attack damage. That's nice. 7% fatal strike chance. I don't know if that's going to trigger without us having that perk unlocked, but if it does, that's great. We have 6% parry, wither immunity as well, so that's actually kind of nice. We can't run any of these right now though, because of the way that catalyst is made, or the crystal is made. We're gonna need to run our other Windar one, because we have hunger and we have poison and withering on it as well. So a bit unfortunate the way I set that up, but we have that kind of squared away with that one idol. I'm then going to run this one. This is going to be the treasure key run. I'm gonna see how many keys I can actually make, and then I also have another copious plentiful crystal created, although I do have tired on it, so I'm going to have to deal with withering effect and the hunger effect, because I don't have one that takes away all 3 of those. So yeah, that's a bit of an oopsie on my end here, but we have 15 keys, so that's 3 keys we can at least make for that run. I'm going to also try and make them all different gems, so we're not just all looking for the same type of door. Hopefully that kind of helps us better our odds in finding the doors that we need. And then, let me see. I want to take my runes real quick, and I'm going to throw them onto that crystal, and we're going to jump on in. So we need 1 mine room, and I'm going to do 1 crystal cave, because it's going to take us around 15 minutes or so to clear the mine. So if we don't find it quick enough, we're going to end up spending most of the time in that room, and maybe not even finding the crystal cave, or maybe not even stumbling across the mine altogether, and this is going to be a waste of a rune. All right, so there's all the modifiers for people that are curious as to what was on there, if it wasn't on screen long enough for you guys to catch it. But we're going to be running. Oh, we have this room. Let me do this. I'm just going to put a marker. What is this? An end room, right? Let's put an E and make it purple so I know that it's here. If I have time on the way back, I will loot it. Oh, but I see ore, and I can't kind of pass that up. But okay. We know that there's a crystal room, and we know that there is a mine room guaranteed. So I'm going to sprint through any ore rooms that I see. I'll put a marker down on until we come across the mine room and the crystal room. Then, if we have time, I'll double back to any of the ones that we have down, and hopefully we come across them and are able to loot them properly as well. So we came across the mine room here with about 2 minutes into the vault. So we made very good time in finding this. Hopefully I can clear it out completely, because, like I said, it should take me about 15 or so minutes. And then when we're done with that, we can hopefully come across the other room that we have in here as well. That would be really, really great. Well, that may have taken a little longer than 15 minutes, but we have 10 minutes still on the clock to try and find the crystal room now, to try and gather up that loot as well. If I don't find it in the next couple minutes, I'm just going to double back to that end room and try and hit that as well before I have to leave. Okay, well, I couldn't find the crystal room, so I just doubled back over to the end room here by the portal, and I'm just trying to get it done and looted before we have to leave. I have 2 more little groupings here, and then we are out of here. I haven't looked at the ore just yet, so that's going to be a nice little surprise to see how much we got. We did manage to clear out the mine room, though, so we should have a fair bit of ore. And why not? Let's grab a chest on the way out of here. 100 meters away. We have 3 minutes. That's more than enough time. I'm going to grab a couple chests here and there. This isn't an ore room, is it? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think it's normally got ore in it. All right, so let's see what we got from that run here. That's pretty nice to see. We got 9 echo ore. We got a stack, and is that it? I don't see any more opal in there. Okay, we got a stack of opal. That's huge. If we fortune this down and we get another 200, then that's another Omega Pog locked in. So I'm going to put all this stuff into the system. I'm going to fortune down this. And then I also still need to craft all the treasure keys too. I haven't done that yet, so that was my bad. Let me fortune this stuff down just to see how close we are to getting another Omega Pog up and running, and then we will run that treasure key thing. So let's hope for at least 219. That would be really ideal. And we got 202. Okay, a little bit short on being able to make another Pog, but I mean, we got a full stack of ore from that one run, so that was fairly good. This is all the stuff we got from that run as well. And real quick, just so we can see all the ore in numbers instead of just looking at the stacks of them, we have 707 Beniatite, 687 Larimar. We have a lot of stuff from that one run, so that was very profitable. I'm pretty happy about that. I would have liked to come across the crystal cave there to double our odds there, but at least we had the end room, so it wasn't a complete kind of waste of time there. But let me get these keys built together. We have all the echoes, we have all of the player gems. I just want to craft this thing together real quick, and then we can jump on into the next vault. All right, well, I forgot that I actually needed perfect opals for both of these items here, so we're down 24 opals in total crafting these things, but I'm going to be making a fun side key. I'm going to be making an Escalium key, and then we're also going to be making a Bogmeanite key. So those are the 3 doors we need to keep an eye out for while we are on this run. And I just want to double check real quick. Do we have any extra time? I believe we do not. I believe Faster and Optimistic cancel each other out. So I need to make sure that I'm eating candy bars as frequently as I can to keep the speed up and get through as many rooms as I can. I would love to hit all 3 of these, but if I don't, then I'm not going to push it. I don't want to die in the vault. We do have Phoenix on it, so we're safe, but if we do hit any of those rooms, I would like to keep the loot that we get from them. Ooh, you know what? Hold on. One other thing before we actually run this. I have some vendors selling lucky apples, and I believe that's going to benefit us while we do this, so let me find them real quick. Here's one of them, so it'll give us +1 luck for 30 seconds. So what we want to do is eat one of these before we hit the chest inside of the treasure room. So I'm going to make sure that I wear the helmet and the chest piece that give us plus luck, and then I have to make sure that I eat one of these before I touch the chest. And then that'll give us an extra level of luck and hopefully we get some good stuff out of it. So I need my gold. I have 46 of that. I think I have a bunch of platinum crafted, but let me buy all the lucky apples that my vendors sell. Well, that's kind of lucky. We only had 3 vendors selling 3 apples. So, I mean, that's pretty good for us, I guess. Hopefully we come across all 3 doors. All right, well, here we go. I have my gluttony charm on me so I can eat more frequently. We do have silent on here, so we shouldn't have too many mobs spawning, ideally. All right, finally we found one. This is the Escalium door, so let me get that out and ready to go here. And we got to make sure we eat this. Let's open that. Let's open that one, and they're both common. Okay, so we didn't really get a benefit from eating the apple thing. I'm also wearing both of the things, so we have luck, what is that, 7, I believe, off of that stuff. So yeah, that's pretty good nonetheless here. Let's loot this and keep on moving. We got no time to be wasting here. Well, here's door number 2. This is the fun side one. Let's make sure we eat the apples again and see. That's another common one. Can I get that? That's also another common. Does it matter if we eat these apples? I don't know, honestly, but I don't think it really hurts anything to do it, so I'll do it one more time on the last one. Maybe we get lucky with the chest rarity. That would be cool. Maybe I also should have brought the other chest piece, because this is the luck one, not the chest rarity one. That probably would have been smarter to wear, but it is what it is. I'm going to take all this stuff out. I'll show you what I get at the end of this, because I don't want to be burning time going through all this with you guys as I'm trying to find this last one here. But yeah, let me get back to it. I got to find one more door, and then we can start looting a little bit if we got some extra time. All right, well, we only have 3 minutes and 40 seconds left, and I don't see any more of the treasure rooms. There was 3 of them in this room, and none of them had the Bogmianite door that we need. So I think I'm going to start working my way back, because I'd rather not lose the loot that we just got. And honestly, I don't know what exactly we got either. I was just taking it and dropping it as we were getting it. So I'm going to double back, and hopefully we're not on the backside of this thing as well. So yeah, we came across a lot of doors. I maybe should have made a duplicate of the Escalium one, because we came across a lot of those. We came across like 3 of the fun side ones after we opened it already. I didn't see any of the Bogmianite ones though, so that's a bit unfortunate for me. There was also a fun side door right next to the portal, so I could have got that as soon as I entered the vault, so that was my bad there. But yeah, is there any more in this room that I didn't see? No, nothing else is showing up, so yeah, okay, well, we got 2 of the 3 doors. I'm fine with that. Is there any gilded in here that I can grab? No. I did hit a couple gilded because they were just in the way as I was running through. I didn't go out of my way to grab them though, but yeah, I'm going to wait until the timer ticks down to 30 seconds like always here, and then we will see what we actually got from this run here. It was fairly decent, I do believe. So let's take a look at the loot that we got from that run. We got a bunch of ore, or a little bit of ore from it. We got 1 opal, so that's cool. Oh, we got these things. So we can actually get 2 skill points right now by consuming those or mixing those together with the skill essence shard things that we have a whole ton of right now because we've not used them for anything else. We got an architect seal, so that's cool. If I can throw afterlife on that, we may end up running that today as well. I'll kind of see if I can do that or not. We got 2 more of the unidentified relics, so I'm going to roll those. We got a shard of that, which is from Botania. I believe this is going to float our base up or flip our base upside down. One or the other. I forget what it does, so I'm not going to use that right now. We also got 2 star cores. So that's 2 knowledge stars off of the wall there. We have 81 stars that we need, or 81 diamonds that we need. So that's 18 diamonds off of the total that we need for that. So that's nice. That's 1 step closer to that table. We also got a catalyst. Is that going to roll any hard? Okay, that's going to get re-rolled here when we get around to it. We also got 2 machines from Industrial 4 going. So we got the sower and the gatherer. That's at least the beginning bits of allowing me to start a farm at least. It's going to be a 1x1 farm because we still don't have the dissolution chamber, but at least we can automate something so it's just running constantly and we can have it kind of ready to go when we do need it. And I also got 2 scrolls, which I can't use because we didn't go with artisan, but we got chest armor toughness and parry for the head. So cool. Is this going to roll into something special? No. So we basically just got our crystal back from running that vault. So that's cool. We also got 2 pogs. I'm going to take these things real quick and put the skill points into them so that we can get 2 more points here. And then we can buy into, I believe, one of the levels of well fit, I believe it is. Is there anything else out of this that we want right now? No, I'm going to put all this back into the system here, but let me grab my skill essence and put them onto this. So we should be up to 5. There we go. And then, oop, that's the wrong button. Let me buy my well-fit thing. Actually, we're at 5 points right now. I do kind of want to buy strength. That's a little more important right now. We are so heavily, like, out-damaged right now. And we're also kind of lacking on the health department as well. I did get a little low in that vault by the skeletons that wear the little cape thingies. I forget what they're called. But we can do 2 levels into this. And then when we unlearn Twerker, we can max it out, which I think I'm going to do. Yeah, let's just do that. We get more hearts. And also, I may have mentioned it last episode, or I didn't, but I'm going to be turning the XP multiplier down to 1 as soon as we hit 125, because we are leveling faster than my armor is leveling and faster than I am able to, like, maximize on the skill points here. I really messed up by not going into strength, and whenever I do get into a bad situation, I do just kind of chew through my hearts, and there's been a couple close calls of us almost dying to mobs here lately, especially the little skeleton cape dudes. I don't like those guys, but let's see if we get anything from this. Maybe we get another relic completed. It doesn't look like it. More duplicates, it was. All right, sweet. So we are going to run the other copious crystal that we had made today, but I'm going to throw all 3 of the crystal cave runes on it. The crystal caves are very quick to go through. They're not very time consuming. So hopefully we come across all 3 of these. We have copious, we have plentiful. We also have silent and personal space. So I don't think anything is going to be spawning on us all that frequently. We also have extended. So another 2.5 minutes on top of that. So we should be sitting around like 28, 29 minutes, I believe, when we load in. So here's hoping this is also as good as the mine one was. It's not going to be as good because it's not going to be as many ores, but I mean, it's going to be a fairly good run nonetheless. Let me grab all my stuff before I mess this up and run in there with no danks. That would be pretty bad. All right, well, here we go. Hopefully we get these rooms really, really quickly. That would be ideal. We have 30 minutes to loot. So not 32 minutes, I think is what I just said. But yeah, we have 30 minutes nonetheless. Nothing should be spawning on us. All right, here's the first crystal cave. We are, what was that, 3 minutes in? These guys, these are the bad guys. These are the ones that I really struggle with. And I don't have withering on this idol, so that's really not great that they spawned right there. All right, almost 10 minutes later, and I found my second crystal room. Man, this is not shaping up to be a good run. We need 1 more room, and then we found all the runes that we put onto this thing, and then I can just start looting normally here. But I want to try and get all 3 of these rooms before I do anything, which is not shaping up to be the greatest of ideas here. I haven't really seen any other good rooms either. It's just a bunch of the geodes. So I'm really hoping that these crystal caves pay off here. The first one was very, very small, so I'm guessing that's not great. And this one looks like it's the same size as the last one. I didn't want to do that. Actually, I think it might be smaller than the last one. Unless the underground here is massive, but yeah, that top one only had 4 crystals in the roof. Let's see, does this spiral down? Nope. Uh-oh. Is there one on this side that spirals down? Here we go. I think if this continues going, then we have a good section under here maybe. Yeah, it looks all right. Okay. Let's grab this as well. Yeah, this side kind of spiraled. It's not that big, though. Yeah, this is it. And it comes right back out. This was smaller than the first one we came across. This is not looking too great. Uh-oh. Yeah, I didn't miss anything. We are going to continue running here. We have 16 minutes to find our last crystal cave, and we're also in a square vault, so I don't want to be too far away from the exit when the timer starts going, because that's going to be very bad for us. All right, sweet. Not as bad as the second crystal room, but here we go. We found the third one finally, so once I'm done with this, I'm going to probably backtrack or just continue running through until I find some of the geodes or something, or maybe I stumble across another one of the mine rooms or something, and get some ore that way, because right now I don't even think we have a stack of anything just yet. All right, sweet. We found a 4th crystal room. That's nice. We were guaranteed 3 of them, but we got 4 of them, so I will gladly take it. Okay, so let's take a look at the ore. We hit 4 of the crystal cave rooms, and we hit 1 of the end rooms, and that's all the ore that we got. So that's not as good as the mine room was, unfortunately. But we did manage to get 12 opals, so I am happy about that, because that should hopefully give us the last bit of opal that we need. We only need 38. 38 right now. We have enough opal again to craft another Omega Pog. So let me dump all that stuff into the system. I'm also going to very quickly cycle some crystals through the tables over there and see if I can get a gilded run put together, because I would love to get the diamonds we need as well to be able to craft this thing. We need 18 diamonds. We currently only have 7. So we need a little bit more, and I'm going to see if we can get that through the gilded run, if I can get one of those put together. Alrighty, so for the final vault run of today, we are going to be running this crystal here. We have treasure and gilded on it. We are losing 2.5 minutes, so is that 24 minutes or something like that we're going to have while we're in there. We have safe zone, we have freezing, we have poisonous, we have silent, so this should be a fairly nice and easy run. We shouldn't have to deal with too many mobs because of the silent thing. Alright, cool. It made it a scavenger vault as well. I'm going to just run and try and get as much loot as I can. This should just be a fairly chilled out kind of run here, so this should be very nice. So right now I'm a little unsure whether or not I should actually use this dig room, because it's not going to change the chests that are down there into gilded ones. There may be more gilded ones under the sand, but it's going to be a lot more of the vanilla ones. So I'm not too sure if I should waste the time doing that. So I'm going to leave it for right now. We're also, I believe, in potentially a normal-shaped vault, the little diamond thingy, so that's a good sign for me. Well, we got out alive, so I'm very interested to see how many diamonds we got. We got 23 from that run, so we have enough to create this thing. We needed the diamonds for that. And we also got some ore as well, so it wasn't a complete just looting phase. I was in the spawn room there gathering up the little geodes that were in that room, and we had an echo ore in there. We had a couple of the bogmanites and some black opals as well, so all in all, that run was fairly good. So let's take a look at the overall loot from today. I'm going to take the opals. We have 15 ore. We should, unless we get really unlucky with some zeros, we should get the 38 that we need to make the other Omega Pog to get our infinite or our wireless power up and running. Let's see. We got 10 echo ores and 5 echo gems. So we spent, was it 24 today? So we only got 5 back. So we didn't make them all back, but we might get them when we fortune all the echo ore, because I still have a bunch from the last episode that I haven't fortuned down. Let's see. We got 3 Pandora's boxes. Those could be good. We got 214 relic boosters. I'm going to spin those and see if we get anything from those. Let's see if we got anybody selling any diamonds. Oops, those can go back in. We don't have any vendors selling diamonds, but we do have one selling a mod box. So I may actually buy the mod box and the other mod box from the other vendor as well here, but let's take 2 of those diamond blocks. That's going to give us the ability to craft that thing here in a second. And is there anything else that we want from here? We have a crystal cave rune, so that's cool. We spent, what was it, 4 of them today, or 5 of them, and we only got 1 back, so probably not the best return on investment there, but we did get a bunch of ores, so it kind of feels like it was spent kind of good. But, oh, we also have 229 now, so we need 14 opal. So we just closed the gap from needing 38 before we went on that run, so that's fairly good. All right, so all we need is 3, or 12. We don't need 3, dang it. We got a stack and 2s. We got 66 off of that. That's more than enough to craft 1 more Omega Pog. So now we are working toward our last one for the table when we do unlock that eventually. But real quickly here, let's roll all of the relic boosters. I also bought the mod boxes as well here so we can see if we get anything from that. And duplicates. All right, the Pandora's boxes are going to give us, what is that, a power bar? Not great. An idol, okay, and sponge, or no, coral, okay. Well, not the greatest rolls, but that's fine. Let's see if we get the stuff from the mod boxes. That would be cool. We got a pot. Not great. We got a solar panel. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. That saves me ever having, I don't need it actually, because I have the reactor up and running already. So, it's alright. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's fine. We also got a fair bit of armor today, too, so I'm going to roll all of that here in a second, and we'll see if we got anything worth showing again. It's going to be all just poopy stuff again, isn't it? I can already feel it. So something cool kind of did happen. All of our Scrappy Plus stuff was Tier 2 this time. We didn't have any just normal, like, Tier 1 Scrappy Plus stuff, so that's great. We also had a couple of our common stuff roll into Tier 2s. I don't think I've had any common Tier 2s just yet, but none of this is actually any better than what we have right now. So it was cool that we got it, but it didn't really do anything for us. And then all of our rare and epic stuff is still Tier 1 stuff, so it is what it is. But over in this chest, we have a couple Omegas. So we have some Omega pants, which are not better than what we have on right now. I just took them out because they're Omegas, so that's cool. We also got another Wendar Omega idol that has 6 of the levels on it, so it's kind of worth trying to banish it again. I have another 2 of those souls, so we'll give that a try and see if we can get it to roll it again. We also have a tier 2 common axe that does 12.7 worth of damage, which I thought was good because it has 8% fatal strike chance, but then we got this one that does a base of 15 damage. So we have 3 modifiers we can throw on there. It should do more damage than our Omega Axe that we have right now, because our Omega Axe does 16.9. So yeah, we should definitely do more damage. I'm going to Wu-Tax this thing up and try the banishing thing with this thing and see if we can get lucky with that. Well, let's see if we get lucky again. Can we hollow it? No, we broke it. Okay. Was it worth risking it since we already had a Wendar one hollowed? I don't know. Okay, anyways, we at least tried. So let's throw the 3 Wu-Tax crystals on our axe here and see what we roll. We have durability and soulbound. We rolled attack speed, leech, and withering cloud 5. The leech, I do believe, does not really matter because of our golden heart thing down there, the barrier, or the, what is it called? Ward. The ward that we picked up. But yeah, this should do more damage than this one when we enchant it, so that's great for us now. Let's also pick up the last level of Well Fit, so now we don't need that anymore. I'm going to also go into Lan again, and we're going to leave the multiplier on 1. I don't want to be going up any more levels. We are kind of starting to struggle a little bit here, and I'd rather not run into any issues. So we're going to leave it on 1 until we get kind of comfortable again. We might not get to that point before we wrap up the series, but at least this way we don't get to a point where the pack becomes unplayable before we have to reset. So I'm going to leave it on 1 from here on out. So I wanted to craft this thing right now, but we actually can't because we didn't have enough plastic. I thought we did, but we need 8 per thingy, and we only have 13 right now. So we have to actually make the latex processing unit, and in order to get the latex for that, we need the fluid extractor, which we didn't get from the treasure runs today. So we need a double compressed gold. We need 4 perfect opals. I didn't open my crafting bench, and I thought I did, but let me do that. So we need 4 of these. We should still have enough opals to craft up another Omega Pog, so I'm not worried about it right now. So that should be everything. It is indeed. Cool. There's the fluid extractor, and then we need to let this thing run a little bit because we need a bucket of latex. So I don't know how long that's going to take. We just need to go put it in front of a tree and power it. And I wonder if I could actually use one of these so that I don't have to run a cable all the way to it. That would be great. I don't know if I need to plug it into a specific type of tree, but we should be getting power from this thing here. Unless we can't send power yet because we don't have the other thing, which I think is what's happening. Yeah, I don't think I can actually send power with this thing just yet. I need the other item that I don't have, and I don't have my pick with me. Dang it, let me go grab that. I gotta move it in here and try and get it close enough to the cables so I don't have to craft more of them, because those are not something I want to do right now. I really doubt this is going to work, but you never know. Could we just do that? It's getting power. It's getting latex. It's going to break the block eventually, I believe. So all we got to do is come back and put a log down over and over again. So yeah, that'll take a few minutes here to generate 1,000. And then once it does that, I don't know how much more of that we're going to need, but we don't need it right now. We just need 1 bucket of it. Actually, no, we're going to need more than a bucket because we need the latex to turn into the rubber. So yeah, this is going to take a little while here. Let me get cracking on this. And yeah, we can hopefully get this thing crafted before we wrap up today's episode. So while I'm waiting for the latex to process through, I figured we can come to a village and use this thing. It should take the entire village, or a good chunk of it, and put it up into the air. So let's just click it over here by the waystone. And there it goes. Okay. So this is going to take a little while to do. I don't know how fast it's going. It's also going to be really laggy, isn't it? That might have been a mistake and a half. But yeah, you can see that it's flipping the chunk upside down. Or is it flipping the chunk upside down? What is it doing? I think it's flipping the chunk upside down. Or kind of making it float. It's not going to bring all the sand, though, which is a little bit of an issue. But it's going to transfer over a bunch of the floor from down there and put it into the sky. So that's pretty cool. Also, I changed the latex thing on the wood that I was using for latex because acacia gives more. I also have a bucket already. I'm just waiting for a second one so I can just automatically craft both of those things here and not have to wait any longer. But yeah, that'll be another like 5 or so minutes. Hopefully this thing can get a good ways in before I have to go back and check on it here. All right, well, it finished and I didn't do that big of an area, so I'm kind of glad I did it here and not near our base. But let's teleport back to the base and see if the The latex is done. I went to the wrong room. Dang it. And it is indeed done. Sweet. So we got 2 buckets of that. Let's craft up the things that we need here, and we should be able to wrap up today's episode with at least the machine made. So we have everything in the system already. There's the processing unit. And then with the other bucket, we can put that into here. And that should... How do we make latex? Oh, we need to put water in there as well. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. And it's kind of quick. We got 1. Are we only going to get like 2 from this? It's 100 per bubble. So we need more water in there. We only need 1 more little bubble little ball of latex here. And then we are done, and we can craft the other thing here. We can also actually... We have the Omega Pod crafted already. We can make this thing as well here. How do we make flux dust? Left click obsidian on redstone gives you that stuff. Okay, that's not bad. That's also not bad. We just need a bunch of flux dust. We have those. Those are cheap. So yeah, let me fill this thing up with water, and then I'm gonna go find some bedrock and start smacking it with some obsidian and get the flux stuff built up. All right, we got the plastic, and there is the dissolution chamber. That is freaking awesome. Okay. So what did I need? I needed redstone. Let me get some redstone. I'm going to take like 2 stacks. Let's do 3 stacks. It might be a bit overkill. And then I'm going to take a bunch of obsidian. We have a bunch of that as well. We'll take 3 stacks of that. I don't know if I need it. So we drop the redstone and then left click it. It's not doing anything. All right, so 1 quick Google later. Let's do this now. There we go. There's a stack of flux dust. That's pretty nice. And then we can do that and do the other ones here as well. It's only using 1 obsidian as well here. That's pretty neat. Oh, it turned it into obsidian. No, dang it. So let's craft this thing together now that we have all the flux stuff. So I already crafted the beniatite things. We need these. I'm going to craft a stack of them. Hopefully we don't need more than that. I have a bunch of the dust anyways. So if we do end up needing it, we have it. And let's see. We need 1 perfect opal. Uh-oh. Hold on. Do I not have any more opals? Oh no! Did I just use them all to make the Omega Pog? Oh wait! I don't know if I put them back into the system actually. I had them over... Oh, I do! Okay, sweet. So let's do this. Let's do that. Let's craft this thing. I took them out of the system, so I only had 324 in it while I was crafting the Omega Pog, so I wouldn't make more of those than I needed. And I totally forgot about it. Okay, so there's that stuff. There's that stuff back in there. Let's grab... I just dropped something on the ground there. What did I drop? A bunch of cobwebs. Okay, those go back in, that goes back in, and we can craft this right now. That is going to give us wireless power while we are in vaults. That is awesome. Okay, so that goes there. I might have to plug a power thing into it. I'm not 100% on that. Disable limit, surge mode. Let's enable it into our power thingy. We have the wireless thing charging. And let's see real quick if it's going to be sending power. It doesn't look like it's even getting power. I might have to plug this in with the flux plug thingies. And nope, look at that. Our thingy is charging on its own. That's awesome. That is so awesome. I was not expecting to get both of those things done today, but we did. And that's actually really good because now that we have both of those things done, I can start setting up farms and stuff and getting ourselves squared away to start making a bunch of crystals again. And by the time next episode rolls around, we may or may not have all of the diamonds done because I'm going to be streaming a whole bunch again. I'm not going to record half of Monday's episode like I did last time and really bork myself on time there. So I'm just going to stream a whole bunch, maybe get the diamonds, maybe don't, but we for sure have all of the echoes done already. We have all of the Omega... Oh no, we don't have the Omega Pog. So we're going to be working toward that again because we only have 32 opals at the moment. We may or may not have all of the player gems. We are very low on some of them. We do have ore for most of them, I do believe. Yeah, we may not have enough player gems, so we're going to be trying to get that dealt with as well. But for today, that is going to be it. So thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will catch you in the next one.